Diddy's story is fake, guys. It's officially been debunked. And I told you guys that this man was using this as a PR story. It's fake. Because it's been confirmed by none other than their best friend, TMZ, who came out with an article yesterday writing all of this. Hey guys, it's Murad Murali. Hopefully you guys are all doing well today. Daily and consistent content. Another day, another stupid Diddy story that we have to get through because this man is just always, in our circumference and it's just bothering us. But the Diddy story about somebody holding a knife to his throat and about to take his life and unalive him is not something that is new. TMZ has confirmed that the story that has come out via Diddy's friend, he was referring to what happened when Brian Steele spoke about it the first time. So this is only the one incident that this has happened. One incident. It's not happened again and again and again. This is just the one incident where this has taken place. And the friend, I believe, had a plan with Diddy's PR team to say, you know what, let me do this interview with Daily Mail. Let's talk about it so that it can be basically brought back into the conversation and so that it can incite sympathy because Diddy basically has been embarrassed by the pardoning conversations going on. So this never happened. It only happened once. It never happened right now as it's being described. It's very manipulative. It is a PR crisis. If I don't know one, that is one. It's calculative. It's mean and it's very shallow because we can see through it all completely. Not opaque, weird story. Diddy, you failed again. This is not going to help you get, pardon. This is not going to help you get moved to the Fort Dix. Judge Arun hasn't even responded to this conversation because he knows that you guys are playing him. He would have came out with something now. He's quiet. He's like, you guys are still wasting my damn time. You've already addressed this at the sentencing. This is the same scenario. TMZ have helped to debunk that. I don't know why, because TMZ are meant to be on Diddy's side, but they basically reference in a sentence or two that this story is what Brian Steele was referring to at the sentencing. That was not presented via Diddy's friends when they wanted to make this interview. They made it act like this happened right now. They did that on purpose so that he could be moved to the different prison. Let's incite more sympathy. Let's push that and let's drown out the conversation of Diddy and the pardoning because he basically got embarrassed by New York Post, by Deadline, by all of these other franchises. Diddy. When are you ever going to learn that these tactics simply don't work anymore? It's like you're not the king of Bad Boy Music Records and Revolt and all of that. You've been kicked off. That stuff doesn't work anymore. You don't have that power anymore. You've lost it. You've lost it, guys. Now, Diddy's twin daughters are planning to take Hollywood. Jessie and Delilah Combs are building an empire of their own and partying with the Kardashians. And this is their plan, where both of them are learning from watching Diddy about to dominate rooms. And now they want to command rooms as well. The twins are working the scene hard. They're hitting every party, every premiere, and every step and repeat. They're hungry and they know how to play it. The insider has dished. They're not victims of their last name, said one stylist. They're building an empire of their own, one selfie at a time. The twins have been hit with accusations that they're nothing but Nepo babies. But an insider told Rob Shooter for Radar Online they're anything but wounded by being Diddy's daughters. They've also released their own clothing brand. The name reflects on their birthday, but it means so much more for them to be, fearless and powerful people in the essence of twinhood. The girls have glamorous lives and they now have plans to basically work full head now and do something with their lives. Well, all I can say to them, guys, is good luck. That's all I can really say because their sons haven't done anything. And, they are not their father. So I don't think that they should be blamed for what their father have done. They are 18, they are young, and they should be able to do what they want to do. When they were crying in the courtroom, but I'm not saying that it was fake, but the whole plan, there was a plan behind the cries and the tears, and the plan was to get the demonic father out just because it's their father, and I wasn't here for it. It didn't work on me. Because they looked like Cassie when she was 19. So that's what I was just thinking about, not the family members or any of this, but of course that did work on a lot of people. Now, if the daughters are going to go ahead and do all of this, they need to put their head out there and face all of the critique that they, have done. I have expressed that the whole twinhood stuff and them dressing the same is weird as hell to me. However, there are twins that are like this and that do dress the same. That's just their persona, their perception. That's what they like. That's what they know. And it's like a weird thing that only twins can understand. So it can also just be that. I do believe that it could be a marketing ploy, and just Diddy and these freak offs it's just weird to me. But on the other side, there are twins that like to do stuff like this and dress like this, and maybe they'll grow out of it eventually, but I don't believe as of right now they're going to be doing any of that. Because I also do feel like that the twins would be better as a marketing tool to build an empire if they were separate. Them coming together as a package deal, looking the exact same, I don't think is good for them to make money. That's just not, I feel like when you are individualistic as twins, there are people who want to choose either. Then when you're individualistic, you both can promote separate products, separate fashions, separate content, then come together. Like, there's so much you can do separately and there's so much you can do together, which means more coin, more content, more product, more endorsements. That's just how I see it. Maybe they'll get to that stage, but as of right now, this is their plan. They're going to be building their own empire. Huge plan for them. And they've started out by going to the Kardashian parties. I don't believe they're fazed by what's happening with Diddy, because in the hearing prior to the sentencing, the daughters were sitting behind Diddy and they were just laughing, joking, kikiing with their older sister Chance. They weren't fazed by Diddy. They were just chilling, living their life. So I don't think so that, they're really bothered by it, to be honest with you. Now, we've got some new litigation. Do you guys remember the Druski baby oil lawsuit and the fact that he was slippery? The lawyer, Ariel Mitchell Kidd, Druski's under new legal scrutiny after Ariel Mitchell Kidd has accused him of misleading the court about who owned the phone. She claims Druski and his legal team misrepresented his phone records by asserting the numbers belonging to his mother, when in fact she says it was registered under his grandmother's name, not the mother. According to Mitchell, this detail is critical because it undermines the court's earlier conclusion that Druski was almost certainly in Georgia during the alleged incident. She argues that if the phone wasn't in his name, then the location data tied to it doesn't prove where he actually was. The court relied on a misleading narrative about which number was his, Mitchell stated in her filing. She believes this misstep influenced the judge's choice to consider sanctions against her and her co-counsel. The dispute stems from a federal lawsuit filed by Ashley Parham. Parham later amended her lawsuit, including Druski. In a response, Druski's attorneys submitted phone and bank records to show he was in Georgia at that time. But Ariel Mitchell Kidd now argues the newly surfaced evidence changes the equation. She says it proves the phone numbers in question was part of a family plan under Druski's grandmother, not his mother. That discrepancy leaves open the possibility that someone else was using the phone, or that Druski's location wasn't definitely tied to the device. Her motion seeks to erase the threat of sanctions and reopen discovery, which would allow it to dig deeper into Druski's whereabouts on the night in question. Interesting. Very interesting. Now, I'm not a big fan of Ariel Mitchell Kidd, to be honest with you, because I just feel like her and Taron Blackburn are lawyers that are just picking up cases that ended up going haywire, and it damages the reputation. But that's what she said. She said that Druski actually was there. That's what she's implying, and that they have a perfect alibi that was used in regards to phone records, and that Druski is a liar, and that basically he was there, and that he was doing all of this with Diddy, essaying Ashley Parham. But Druski was saying that at the time of this lawsuit, he wasn't even famous. He wasn't even a big person. He wasn't even identifiable. So therefore, how could you use my name and say that, you saw Druski there when back then I wasn't even making content? Makes you think, guys. Subscribe, comment down below, give this video a thumbs up, send a tip if you guys wish to. Join Murad Nation, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.